As we get older, our appetite and eating habits often begin to change. Many older adults eat less meat and vegetables, or find certain foods harder to chew and digest. Yet our bodies still need simple, nourishing foods that are easy to enjoy every day. That's why my 97-year-old grandfather loves this traditional homemade multigrain powder made from beans, whole grains, and seeds. It's warm, comforting, and a delicious way to add more wholesome ingredients to your daily diet. Today, I'll share you how to make this simple multigrain powder using just 7 ingredients. Let's get started. First, prepare these 7 natural ingredients. 200 grams mung beans, 200 grams green core black beans, 100 grams black sesame seeds, 100 grams red beans, adzuki beans, 100 grams soybeans, 100 grams peanuts, 100 grams brown rice. The combination of beans, whole grains, and seeds creates a powder that is rich, nutty, flavorful, and packed with nutrition. You can easily adjust the proportions or substitute some of the ingredients to suit your family's preferences or dietary needs. However, ingredients that are naturally high in oil, such as black sesame seeds and peanuts, should not be used in excessive amounts. Too much natural oil can make the powder harder to grind finely, cause it to clump together, and reduce its light, fluffy texture. Before we begin, carefully inspect each type of bean and grain. Remove any damaged, moldy, discolored, or abnormal-looking beans. Even a few poor-quality beans can affect both the flavor and the quality of the entire batch, so this simple step is well worth the effort. Add enough water to fully cover the black beans and rinse them gently to remove any dust and surface impurities. While rinsing, remove any beans that float to the top. These are usually hollow, damaged, or lower quality beans. Continue rinsing 3 to 4 times until the water runs clear. Then, transfer the black beans to a large bowl. Repeat the same process with the mung beans, red beans, soybeans, and brown rice. Add water until it is about 2 to 3 times the volume of the beans and soak for 6 to 8 hours, preferably overnight. Soaking helps soften the grains, shortens the roasting time, and may improve the availability of some nutrients. Black sesame seeds and peanuts, on the other hand, only need to be rinsed thoroughly with water to remove dust and impurities. Because black sesame seeds are so small, using a large mesh strainer makes them much easier to wash. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. After rinsing, let the sesame seeds and peanuts drain well. We'll roast these 2 ingredients first. This is a very important step because roasting not only removes any remaining moisture, but also brings out a rich, nutty aroma that makes the finished multigrain powder much more flavorful. Since the sesame seeds are still slightly wet after washing, begin by using high heat to quickly evaporate the moisture on the surface. Once the sesame seeds become dry and loose, reduce the heat to medium-low. Black sesame seeds are tiny and naturally rich in oil, so they burn easily over high heat. Roasting them slowly over gentle heat allows them to cook evenly while preserving their natural flavor. To make it easier to tell when the sesame seeds are perfectly roasted, add 1 tablespoon of white sesame seeds. Because black sesame seeds are so dark, it's difficult to see the color change during roasting. The white sesame seeds act as a simple visual indicator to let you know when everything has reached the perfect level of doneness. Since white sesame seeds have a thinner outer layer and cook more quickly, add them a little later so both types finish roasting at the same time. Black sesame seeds are rich in heart-healthy unsaturated fats, plant protein, fiber, calcium, magnesium, iron, and powerful natural antioxidants. These nutrients play an important role in supporting healthy bones, muscles, digestion, and overall well-being, especially as we age. Continue roasting for about 10 to 15 minutes stirring constantly. When the white sesame seeds turn lightly golden, release a rich, nutty aroma, and become crisp, the black sesame seeds are perfectly roasted as well. Finally, spread the roasted sesame seeds onto a tray and allow them to cool completely before grinding. Next, let's roast the peanuts. Just a small handful is enough to add a rich roasted flavor and a smooth, creamy texture that blends perfectly with the beans and grains. The peanuts are perfectly roasted when they release a rich, nutty aroma. The skins become dry and peel off easily, and the kernels turn a creamy golden color and become crisp when broken in half. Transfer the roasted peanuts to a clean kitchen towel and rub them gently to remove the skins. Then, place them in a coarse sieve and shake to separate the skins. Once the peanuts are completely peeled, transfer them to a bowl and set them aside. After soaking, you'll notice that the beans have nearly doubled in size. The soaking water for the brown rice and black beans will also have turned dark. Drain all the soaked ingredients well before roasting. Add the beans to a dry pan. Start over medium to medium-high heat. There's no need to use very high heat. Stir continuously for about 5 to 7 minutes to evaporate all the surface moisture. This is the drying stage, not the roasting stage. Once the beans are completely dry and no more steam is rising from the pan, reduce the heat to low to medium-low. Continue stirring constantly for 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the amount of beans and the thickness of your pan. The beans are fully roasted when they give off a rich, nutty aroma. The skins become dry and slightly glossy, and a few beans begin to crack slightly. Break one bean in half or bite into it. The inside should be completely dry and crisp, with no raw or starchy taste remaining. The green center will have changed to a pale yellow or light golden color. As soon as the beans are fully roasted, immediately transfer them to a tray and let them cool completely. Once all the ingredients have been roasted until fragrant and allowed to cool completely, it's time for the most important step: grinding them into a fine multigrain powder. To achieve a smooth texture and a well-balanced flavor, grind each type of grain or bean separately, adding a small handful of roasted peanuts to each batch. Only fill the grinder with a moderate amount each time. Avoid overloading it so the machine can grind more efficiently. Blend until the ingredients become a fine, light, fluffy powder with a naturally rich, nutty aroma. After grinding, sift the powder through a fine sieve. This simple step removes any coarse particles, making the powder smoother, easier to dissolve, and much more pleasant to drink. Don't discard the larger pieces left in the sieve. Simply grind them again to make full use of all the ingredients. Repeat the same process with the remaining grains and beans. Once everything has been ground and sifted, combine all the powders and mix thoroughly. The beauty of this recipe doesn't come from just one ingredient, but from the harmonious combination of 7 familiar grains, beans, and seeds. Each one contributes its own unique nutrients, creating a more balanced and complete source of nutrition when blended together. The combination of beans, whole grains, and seeds produces a powder that is rich in plant-based protein, natural fiber, vitamins, and minerals. It has a rich, nutty flavor, is easy to enjoy, and is especially convenient for older adults, people with simple eating habits, or anyone looking to add more plant-based foods to their daily diet. Prepare a clean, completely dry glass jar with no traces of oil or lingering odors. This step is very important for keeping the powder fresh for a longer time. Transfer all of the mixed powder into the jar. Where are you watching from? Please leave a comment to let me know. Seal it tightly and store it in a cool, dry place. For even longer freshness, keep it in the refrigerator. For the best flavor, enjoy it within 1 month. Each day, simply add 3 tablespoons of the powder to a cup. Always use a clean, dry spoon. Avoid introducing water or oil into the jar, as moisture can cause the powder to spoil. 3 tablespoons per day are enough. There's no need to consume more than that. You can sweeten it with sugar, add a pinch of salt, or simply enjoy its natural flavor. It can be mixed with hot water, milk, yogurt, or even stirred into porridge. Its gentle nutty aroma and naturally rich flavor are incredibly inviting. It looks delicious even before the first sip. The best time to enjoy it is in the morning. This recipe is made entirely from natural ingredients, with no additives and no added sugar, yet it is packed with nutrients, easy to digest, and easy for the body to absorb. It's especially suitable for vegetarians, people who enjoy natural foods, and families who want to prepare wholesome homemade drinks. Instead of preparing several different foods every day, just 1 cup of this 7-grain powder makes it easy to enjoy a wide variety of nutrients from familiar natural ingredients. That's why this recipe has become a favorite in many families and continues to be part of their daily wellness routine. With regular use over time, you may notice healthier-looking skin, a better appetite, stronger hair, and a greater sense of energy and vitality. This recipe is truly a hidden gem for everyday nutrition and well-being. Take some time to make a batch. You'll be glad you did. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.